gentlemen, let's welcome the graduating class of 2026, Carlsbad Village Academy and Carlsbad Seaside.
Yeah, go ahead. What's going on? I am.
You're unmuted.
All these things. Technology, man.
Once they're all
Would everyone please stand as we recognize our country with our national anthem?
Nailing. Here you are. Keep clicking on weird things.
It's okay.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us as we celebrate the graduating class of Carlsbad Village Academy and Carlsbad Seaside Academy. Today is more about earning a diploma. It's about perseverance,
Well, because we
growth,
told him
and
to.
the unique journey that each of these students took to get here. Their paths were not always straightforward. Along the way, they faced challenges, setbacks, difficult decisions, and moments giving up would have been an easier option, but they kept going. This accomplishment would not have been possible without the support of our teachers, counselors, staff, families, and community members. Their encouragement, guidance, and belief in our students helped make this day possible. I want to express first my great gratitude to the organization that has supported us throughout this entire school year, the Women's Club of Carlsbad. We appreciate the love that you've shown us, and you make this special year for us. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to recognize the district and community leaders who support and help our students and their schools continue to grow and thrive. Representing the Board of Trustees, Carlsbad Unified School District, Board President Michelle Bauer Ward. Board Vice President is Allison Emery. Member Ms. Kathy Rawlings. Board Member Ms. Gretchen Levesque. Representing the Executive Cabinet, Superintendent Dr. Andrew Norman. Assistant Superintendent Dr. Robert Nye. Assistant Superintendent Dr. Brian Brockett. And Assistant Superintendent Megan Earl. Now, I want to introduce the incredible teaching staff who have worked directly with these students for years and have dedicated so much to our school. From Carlsbad Seaside Academy, Ms. Shannon Smith. From Carlsbad Village Academy, Mr. Joseph Dunn. Mr. Eric Desir. Ms. Steve Mejia. Dr. Day Heron. Mr. Price. And Mr. John Hare. And of course, our incredible counseling staff, Ms. Linda Payne. And Ms. Yadira Hernandez. And I also just wanted to talk about our fantastic, dedicated classified staff that loves and supports our students. Without them, this event would not be possible. Trust me. They put this all together, and I truly appreciate it. Ms. Larissa Ramos. Sylvia Walsh. Ms. Leticia Torres. Priscilla Castaneda. Thank you. So let's move on to some scholarships. We always like to give away money and get these kids ready for college. So one of the things that make our schools so special is the incredible support we receive from our community. Today we have the privilege of recognizing an organization that has made a meaningful difference in the lives of our students throughout North County. The Assistance League North Coast is dedicated to serving children and families in Carlsbad, Oceanside, and Vista areas, helping provide opportunities to support academic success and future achievement. Their generosity and commitment to students have had a lasting impact on our community. At this time, it's my pleasure to welcome Ms. Monica Marvin up to the stage for the Assistance League as she presents a scholarship for her class of 2006. Okay. The Carlsbad Rotary Foundation scholarships. The Carlsbad Rotary Foundation has been long committed to strengthening our community through service, leadership, and support for education. Their dedication to helping students pursue their goals has created opportunities for countless young people throughout Carlsbad. We are grateful for the continued investment in students at Carlsbad Village Academy and Seaside Academy. On behalf of the Carlsbad Rotary Foundation, it is my honor to present scholarships to several members of the class of 2026. At this time, I'd like to recognize the following scholarship recipients. From Carlsbad Seaside Academy, Ms. Hannah Carroll. Mr. Cash Watson. And from Carlsbad Village Academy, Ms. Skylar Fojas. And Mr. Jacob Antonio. And our last scholarship awards, this is the Harry Victor Summers III Opportunity Scholarship. 3 years ago, I lost a good friend and a generous supporter of our school. Harry Victor Summers III, simply known as Bud, was a retired chemist at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. Bud believed deeply in the potential of young people, and he gave a lot to our school. He established a scholarship to help students pursue their educational goals, to remind them that someone believed in their future. While Bud is no longer with us, his legacy continues through his scholarship and the generosity of those who have chosen to carry this vision forward. Today, we honor this commitment to education, perseverance, and opportunity. At this time, I'd like to recognize the following recipients of the Harry Victor Summers III Opportunity Scholarship. Would the following students please come up to the stage? Mr. Robert Davidson. Mr. Caden Danbury. And Mr. Atlas Walker. Okay, one of my favorite parts of the graduation ceremony is hearing directly from our students themselves. Today we are fortunate to have two graduates who represent the resilience, growth, and unique journeys that have brought us to this moment. I'm honored to invite to the stage Ms. Hannah Carroll from Carlsbad Seaside Academy. And Mr. Jacob Antonio from Carlsbad Village.
Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Carroll. I've had the honor of being a part of Seaside Academy for all my 4 years in high school, and the time has flown by. It's crazy to think that I was nervous and intimidated to start high school, trying to figure out what classes to take, electives, where to be at what time, and thinking, how on earth am I going to get this all done? But that feels like a distant memory now, and now realizing I have nothing to worry about. There's a reason why there are so many movies about high school. It's a time of growing, maturing, getting your braces off, independence, getting your first job, stressing your parents out when you first learn to drive, responsibilities, trying new sports, lots of group projects, school dances, trying to find a parking spot at school, and all the other crazy experiences that we've all had that have helped shape us to where we are today. For me personally, looking back on these past 4 years, I feel so blessed to have had the opportunity to go to Seaside Academy. Whenever I would tell someone where I go to high school and how it works, they always say, man, I wish I had that when I was a kid, or wow, I wish I could do that. It has given me the opportunity to have so much flexibility and really be able to pursue my passions and dreams, all while getting my schoolwork done and even college classes and credit. I was able to do twice as much compared to my friends in full-time high school. I could not have done this without the amazing staff at Seaside Academy. Thank you, Mr. Espinosa, for reassuring my parents that this would be a good fit for me, and all the opportunities you have given me through Seaside Academy and everything you do for this school. Thank you, Mrs. Schmidt, for helping me and being my advisory teacher all these 4 years, helping direct me, being available for me, and giving me the encouragement to power it out when I needed it. And of course, thank you, Mrs. Payne, for helping me with picking all of my classes and giving me so much advice about school, what to do next, and even with courses. Thank you to all the staff that keeps Seaside Academy going and all of your hard work that makes it such a great experience when you come on campus. In our last few moments of being high schoolers, I want to encourage everyone that this is not the end, it is only the beginning of so many amazing experiences and opportunities and whatever the future may hold for each and every one of us. Whether you're going to a university, community college, working, or something different, remember that high school is only 4 years of your life, and there is so much ahead. In the words of one of my favorite authors, C.S. Lewis, there are far, far better things ahead than any of you. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Good morning, faculty, proud parents, and the class of 2026. My name is Jacob Antonio, and it is my honor to be speaking on behalf of this graduating class. Looking back at high school, I begin to reminisce on all of the moments that I thought would never end. All of the times that I hung out with my friends after school, those painful moments of stressing over my grades, and how slow, yet so incredibly fast, our high school years have been. We have one life, and in the moment, you may think that you'll never miss high school. But it's going to be those cherished moments in between all of that that you'll truly miss. All the times that you laughed with your friends in class, goofing off, hanging out after school, it's going to be memories like that that we will cherish in our hearts. You've all dedicated so much time, so much effort to be where you are now. And some people can only dream of being in our positions. And for that, you should take pride in your labor and be proud of yourselves. We've spent over a decade essentially dedicating our entire lives to this moment in time. And some of you may feel scared, worried, and unsure of what lies ahead of you, of the future as a whole. But let me tell you this, you've all overcame so many challenges and tribulations that none of us know about. Done what you thought you could never do, experienced what you thought you could never experience. You all have the strength to carry responsibilities and take challenges, whether you realize that or not. And you may not, because you've already gotten used to taking on those challenges. As a freshman, I had so little faith in myself. I doubted myself on so many occasions, and I let that doubt dictate my outcome and shape who I was. I hated the teachers, I hated classes. Most importantly, I hated school as a whole in my first 2 years. I even wanted to drop out in the freshman year. That's how badly I hated it. Freshman and sophomore years will forever go down as one of my lowest points in my life. I was hopeless, I was afraid, I was unsure, but most importantly, I began to feel like a failure. I thought I'd be the black sheep amongst my family, a failure to them, a failure to myself, and that I'd become a kid with no direction and no goals. But coming here to Carlsbad, I was given something that some people could kill for. A second chance. A second chance to look at the destruction I had caused around me and begin to pick up the pieces. And that second chance was here at CVA. When I met Mr. Espinoza, I had no clue what to expect. I had the idea of this continuation school working like a prison, because how else would you view a continuation school? Continuation school is viewed as one of the lowest forms of higher education, a threat from the bigger high schools, where all the bad kids would hang around and do nothing. But the more I came here, the more I began to feel something I never thought I'd feel towards school. Okay. I began to feel okay about coming to school. And over time, missing school began to feel like a bad thing. And way later, in my junior year, I actually began to enjoy being here. I enjoyed the connections that I made with the students and staff here, because unlike in the big high school, the connections that you make in this school feel much more personal and at home to your heart. I want to honor the staff who have helped us every step of the way. Mr. Espinoza, Ms. Payne, Ms. Hernandez, Ms. Larissa, Ms. Hillary, Mr. Dunn, Mr. Azier, Ms. Maglia, Mr. Hareen, and Ms. Rice. May you all please give them a round of applause. You've all helped us and guided us to this moment. You stayed on top of us, knowing that we strayed off the path if you did not. And for that, you deserve much more than what I'm about to say. Mr. Hareen, or Mr. Dave as we call you, you were my first teacher in this school, and thus, you were my introduction to this place. You finally helped me pass Algebra 1. But most importantly, you helped me realize my educational potential, and I cannot thank you enough for that. Mr. Dunn, you were the coolest history teacher I ever had in my school years. Your personality is just about infectious, and your class is complex in concept, but you made it easy to follow along. But you also made me love history once again. Mr. Azier, all those times that we played softball and going to the gym will forever be cherished in my heart. But most importantly, I won't forget how you were the teacher who got me back into fitness when I didn't have a drive for it. You've helped more students than you will ever realize. And to Ms. Maglia, I've had you every single year in almost every quarter. And I enjoyed our discussions on books and themes. You were professional, yet engaging and fun. You are an example of the professionalism that I strive for. And last but not least, I want to give a special honor to the teacher who essentially changed my entire life, Ms. Rice. May you please stand so that I can recognize you. Without you, I highly doubt I'd ever find my passion for graphic design. You gave me direction and new goals to work towards. I will truly miss your class because that was where I was never afraid to be myself. You saw me in class, but you also saw me. You saw my potential, a drive and dedication I myself hadn't noticed. You saw me at my highest and at my lowest. When I moved towards graphic design in Maricosta, I won't forget where I came from, which was your class. My accomplishments in the creative field will be an honor to you, because without you, I highly doubt I'd ever find my confidence in my creative skills. Time truly flies by, and those fleeting moments that we've had here at CVA are now gone, as it's time for us to grow up and show the world just who we are. It feels like yesterday that we were playing on the playground, no care in the world, playing basketball, dribble ball on the blacktop, worried about what to buy in the book fair. But now, we're working, we're going to college, and we're taking on big responsibilities. Time can be a cruel thing to us all. In its relentless march forward, it robs each of us of many things. Moments, experiences, people. Time can take them all from us in an instant. Such things are gone forever. But for all its cruelty, time can also be a great teacher. Through the changes left in its wake, we can learn, we can grow, we can come to understand those truths that have eluded us in the past. And only then can we truly understand ourselves. I want to dedicate this last part of my speech to the people who made it all possible, who drove me to make this speech. My mom and dad. Can you both stand so that I can recognize you? Forgive me if I begin to sound emotional on this part, but Mom, I remember all the times that we yelled and argued over my grades, all the fears, all the doubts if I'd ever graduate high school. But now, look at your son right now. He's standing on a podium, on a stage, that he never thought he'd graduate. Your son finally made it, Mom. To my dad. And to my dad, who never got to attend high school. Everything that I do for you. Because you sacrificed so much for me. Everything that I do, my cap, my gown, they are in honor of you. You love me unconditionally. You never looked down at me. And you never stopped believing that your son could do amazing things. I know standing here on this stage, I hope I'm making you cry just like I am right now. But not out of sadness, but not out of anger, but out of pure joy of the sight of your son finally graduating high school after he doubted himself on so many occasions. You saw me at my lowest, but now you get to see me at my absolute best. I may have grown up, but deep down, at my very core, I'm still that same little boy that you love so much. I love you both unconditionally, and I will continue to do great things for you. And to my friends, Christian, Nick, and George, you were all the verbal support I didn't realize I needed so bad. Because the higher that I began to climb the ladder, reaching new opportunities and new heights that I never imagined, the scarier the drop began to look. But you kept me pushing. You drove me to keep going. With your own version of love, it just made fun of me a lot. But I know that you did it with actual love. And I won't forget you guys. Everything, all of you guys, every single person in this building, you all are capable of doing amazing things. So don't let time stop you from doing what you want to do. Go talk to that person that you've been wanting to. Go do that activity that you've been striving to do. Stop being afraid of what you thought will stop you. And please, do not limit yourself. Because if you limit yourself, you will never reach any opportunities. And you will remain stuck where you are. The clock only goes forward. So make the most of your time. Make a new goal. Reach new destinies. Reach farther than you ever imagined. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Wow. I gotta compose myself. That was beautiful. All right. Deep breaths. Okay. 8 years ago, these next two gentlemen sat in your very seats. They were graduates of Carlsbad Village Academy. Today, they're not returning as students, but as examples of what is possible when you continue to grow, work hard, and pursue your goals. These two shared much of their journey together, sometimes in my office, while they were students, but I brought them back because I think they're a great example of what is yet to come. They asked if they could deliver this address together. Of course, I said yes. I couldn't think of a better way to honor the connection they built and the successes they had built since they left the CDA. As the first graduates to return and deliver a graduation address, it gives me tremendous pride to welcome back home. Please welcome and joining Mr. Rambo Ferogi and Mr. Anthony Brazirzan to the stage.
All right, it's my first speech, a little nervous, but let's see how it goes. It's a pleasure to be here. I graduated from Carlsbad Village Academy 8 years ago, and time flies. I remember being a just like you guys, in your section here, and you feel everything. You feel nervous, you feel excited, you're unsure, you don't really know what's coming next, but I'm here to say, after 8 years have gone by, that's all completely normal, and the main point is you're not going to have things figured out. You are going to be nervous, you're going to be unsure, and the reality is I thought when I was 18 and I was graduating that most adults are going to have things figured out. It's just part of being an adult. The reality is people are learning as they go. I think what's most important is that after high school I questioned myself a lot. And in those times where I was unsure whether or not I was going to make it, I was going to be successful, I just continued to push myself. And, through those hard nights, doing homework and, going to college, not knowing if I'm on the right path, not knowing if this is, what I should be doing, I just continued to move forward. And I'm happy to say, after a long journey, I am a sales manager over at Ken Brody Ford here in Carlsbad. I've been selling cars for 3 years. I work with a beautiful team. I work with the #1 Ford dealership in San Diego County. We're #2 in all of California. I work with an amazing group of people that I'm proud to be a part of. So I think that's what I kind of want to make my speech about, is that success is measured in different metrics, and the most important thing is, I think, the people that you surround yourself by. People get caught up with this whole idea that I need to chase this certain number, I need to chase this certain title, and that's not always the case. I think that real success comes with the quality of the life that you build, the peace of mind that you have when you go to sleep every night, the strong relationships with those that are close to you, and waking up every day, having a good relationship with God, having a good relationship with yourself, being proud of the life that you've built every single day. I think those are the real measures of success, and I think those are things that you will figure out along the way. Now, the biggest determining factor to me in developing that type of success was the people that I surrounded myself by. I think sticking close with my family and having a good relationship with my mom, my dad, my sister, which are in the crowd right now. Shout out to them. My sister's graduating this year as well. These daily actions, these daily times that you spend with quality people, I think those are the real measures of success. And growing up, I didn't really know that. And I think that there was things that went over my head. And one of those things was definitely my relationship with Mr. Espinoza. Mr. Espinoza was like a father figure to me growing up. And I look back and I'm so grateful for him. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I would be standing here today, literally, because he asked me to come up for the speech. Other than that, I owe a piece of my success to this Wednesday. He was always so amazing. He went above and beyond for not just me, but for all the students. And we saw that every single day on campus. And this school, I think that he is a backbone in this school. And I'm very nervous about who's going to take over when he is gone. So, if I have one closing message for you guys, it's don't be afraid. If you don't have everything figured out, keep moving forward. Stay true to your values. Invest in yourself. Invest in those people that you love that are close to you. And speaking of people that I love that are close to me, I'm going to pass the microphone over to one of my best friends. I am very excited for you guys to hear from this guy. He is truly one of the most motivational and inspirational people that I've gotten the pleasure to surround myself by. Seeing everything he's accomplished and done over the years has truly been very motivating for me, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear what he has to say. So, Anthony, the stage is yours.
Hello everyone, welcome. 8 years ago today, I was sitting in one of those seats, wearing a cap and gown, but I need to tell you guys about that week. Because graduation week for me wasn't just caps and gowns. That week, my dad had a stroke that left him completely paralyzed. I didn't know if he was going to make it, I didn't know what was going to happen, I didn't know if he was going to show up. But on that day, he walked in with a three-piece suit, a walker, after a stroke, for me. So before I say another word, look around this room, find whoever showed up for you today. A parent, a grandparent, a sibling, or a friend. Because somebody's here. Hold on to that. Because that kind of love will carry you further than any degree, title, or money ever will. Now let me tell you about who I was at CVA, because you deserve honesty more than you deserve a highlight reel. I was the kid always trying to get out of homework. I got bullied. I struggled to focus. I struggled to push myself to do anything. And more than that, I was obsessed with fitting in. I was so focused on being whoever the room needed me to be that I lost track of who I was. That's what got me lost. Here's the thing about this school. We all came here for different reasons. Some of you fell behind, some of you acted out, or some of you didn't fit the typical normal student and how you're supposed to look. I get it. I was one of you. And I want you to hear this clearly. That thing that made you different, that edge, the refusal to sit down, be quiet, and follow the script, that's going to be your greatest asset. It was mine. The world needs more people that don't fit the mold. It just needs you to aim. After I left CVA, I went to Miracosta. I'll be real, I was still lost and still figuring it out one day at a time, but I kept going. I then transferred to Loyola Marymount University. I got my degree in finance. I then went on to get my MBA, work at Bain Consulting Group, and then start law school at UCLA. Wow, you guys might have said, wow, but I decided to walk away from it. I then scaled a restaurant to a level I'm genuinely proud of. I've started various companies, launched a consulting company, and worked across hospitality, business strategy, and other industries. I've built things, I've failed things, and I've started over more times than expected. I'm not telling you this to impress you. I'm telling you this because every single one of those chapters started the exact same way, with me not sure how it was going to work. The doubt doesn't disappear. You just get better at moving through it. I had people in my life who changed everything. My mentor, Paul Orfila, founder of Kinko's, taught me to think outside the box, follow trends before they became obvious, and never let conventional thinking become the ceiling on what I could build. My cousin Addison, who showed me to never settle for average. Stay humble, work in silence, and let your actions speak louder than words. My friends, my amazing friends, the kind of people who hold you accountable just by being who they are. And my dad, who worked every single day raising my sister and I, and showed us that through every quiet, unglamorous, consistent act, what character actually looks like in real life, and who showed up to my graduation after a stroke in a three-piece suit. Find your people, not the ones who hype you up, the ones who make you want to be better just by being around them. You will become whoever you spend your time with. That is not a suggestion, that's just how it works. Here's what I wish someone told me when I was sitting where you are. Nothing from high school matters as much as you think it does right now. not the car, not the clothes, not the social hierarchy, not the so-called friends, or even your real friends, whatever. None of it follows you unless you let it. What matters, what actually genuinely matters, is every step you take after today. Be good to people, all of them, not just the ones that do something for you. Follow what you believe in, have faith, and get 1% better every single day. Because 1%, just one, compounded over years, doesn't add up. It transforms. It turns your life into something you'll be proud of. Your current situation is not your final answer. I need you to hear that. I've lived what feels like 100 lives since I sat in one of those seats. Some chapters are incredible, some were humbling in ways I never saw coming. Some I'd rather forget entirely. But here's what I know. In every single one of those chapters, I learned something true about who I am. Not who I wanted to be, who I actually was right then, under pressure, making that call in that moment. That's the real education that nobody can take from you, and it never stops. CBA gave us something rare, a room where everybody knew the score and nobody was pretending otherwise. Take that honesty with you. Take that grit with you. The world has plenty of people who had it easy. It needs more people who know how to fight. You know how to fight. Every graduating class has its own story. Yours is no different. Each of you has had obstacles that most people in this room will never fully understand. Things you carried, quiet battles you fought that nobody gave you credit for. Yet here you are. You showed up, you finished, you made it. That's not nothing, that's everything. Congratulations, class of 2026. My dad got dressed up and walked through that door for me. Now it's your turn to walk through yours. Go build something.
Making it harder and harder to follow. Gotta up my game. All right, let's up our game here. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Carlsbad Village Academy and Carlsbad Seaside Academy, I am proud to present to you the class of 2026, and I hereby certify that these students have successfully completed the course of study required by the Board of Education and the Carlsbad Unified School District and the state of California.
On behalf of the Carlsbad Unified School District Board of Trustees, I hereby accept the graduating class of 2026. I recognize all students before us as high school graduates and confer upon them the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations for this accomplishment and milestone achievement.
Would the graduating class of Carlsbad Seaside Academy please approach the stage?
Yeah, and just like
I should probably start it at the like one.
it's just
Hannah
gonna be
demonstrates what is possible when a student embraces both the freedom. I think we need to cut the music. The mood.
Sorry.
All right, back to top.
Do you just not want it? Do you just not want it?
I'm competing with too much today. All right.
I guess he doesn't want it.
Hannah demonstrates what is possible when a student embraces both freedom and responsibility that comes from being a Seaside Academy student. While pursuing her passion for horses and becoming an accomplished barrel racer, she remained focused on her academics and her future. Hannah has been a tremendous representative for our program. It's been an honor to watch her grow.
It's very
Please welcome to stage Ms. Hannah Carroll. Cruz came to Seaside seeking balance, purpose, and a deeper understanding of who he wanted to become. During his time with us, we witnessed an incredible transformation,
That's okay.
and And we could not be more proud of the young man he's become. He proves his capable,
There's random pieces of
self-aware,
information that
quite
I tracked.
honestly, a
So
great
I was like,
person.
it's gonna loop for
He's developed confidence to chart his own path while remaining grounded on who he is. It's been a privilege to watch his growth. Tristan Cruz Duckett.
the music should be under. But him as the principal maybe chose to in that.
Sienna came to Seaside ready to thrive, and that is exactly what she did. During her time with us, we watched her grow not only as a student, but as a young woman who learned how to balance academics, travel, athletics, and many opportunities that came her way. What impresses me most is about how she embraced every opportunity while staying focused on her goals. She's more than ready for what lies ahead, and we are excited to see where her journey takes her next. After all, not many graduates leave here and spend their summer at Johns Hopkins and Yale. Mrs. Sienna Gradacco. Lily embodies resilience, perseverance, and hard work. Throughout her journey, she faced challenges that could easily discourage her, yet she continued to rise to the occasion and move forward, even when things were difficult. What I admire most about Lily is her ability to keep going with determination and a positive attitude. This is just the beginning for her, and I truly believe even greater things are on the horizon. Keep smiling, stay positive, and never forget that you have what it takes to achieve your goals. Miss Lily Irvine. What I admire most about Jacob is what he truly knows who he is. He is comfortable with his decisions, confident in his path, and approaches his work with a level of self-awareness that is rare for someone his age. Over the past 4 years, Jacob has grown tremendously and has been a great example of what it means to thrive in an environment that truly fits the individual. His creativity, independence, and hard work have helped shape the young man that he is today. And I have no doubt those qualities will continue to serve him well in the future. Mr. Jacob Conley. Luke is a great example of what can happen when a student is able to connect their education to their passions. During his time at Seaside Academy, he found balance, developed his talents, and truly thrived both as a student and as a person. While here, Luke achieved remarkable success in one of his greatest passions, surfing. He sharpened his skills, earned impressive accomplishments, and opened doors to exciting opportunities. What I admire most, however, is that through all of this success, he still remained humble, grounded, and focused on his continued growth. Please welcome Mr. Luke back. Cash made the most of his time at Seaside Academy by finding balance between school, college, classes, work, surfing, and planning for his future. He embraced every opportunity that came his way while staying focused on his goals. What I'll remember most about Cash is just his positive attitude. I don't think I ever saw him without a smile on his face. He always seemed genuinely excited about what was next, and that energy was contagious. I always felt good after I talked to Cash. Cash, keep that stoke alive. It'll take you far. Mr. Cash Watson. All right, will the graduates of Carlsbad Village Academy please stand and come to the stage? Jacob's journey at Carlsbad Village Academy has been one of the most rewarding transformations to witness. He went from someone who generally disliked school, as he told you, to someone who found a place where he could thrive and enjoy learning. Along this way, his creativity began to shine through his work, and it became clear that he has a unique talent and perspective. Jacob, keep following your dreams and pursuing what you love. You are amazing at what you do. Jacob Antonio. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that Sienna is destined for great things. She's an incredibly intelligent, thoughtful, articulate young woman with a tremendous amount of potential. Sienna has aspirations to become a teacher, and I hope she carries forward the lessons that she's learned and creates opportunities for her future students to thrive. Whatever path she chooses, I know she will excel. Sienna, believe in yourself and your abilities. You already have all the tools needed to make a positive impact in this world. Miss Sienna Mikasi. One of the most impressive things about Audrey is that she not only is graduating today, but she's leaving us with a valuable skill set. I can honestly say that if I ever need something welded, I know who to call. Through her hard work and creativity, Audrey has developed talents that will serve her long after high school, and I'm really excited to see how her artistic abilities continue to evolve now that she knows to learn how to work with metal. Audrey, I'm so proud to see you here today. Miss Audrey Bodon. About a year ago, Justin came into my office and asked if he could attend Carlsbad Village Academy. From that moment on, I could see a quiet confidence in him, and that continues to stand out. Justin has always approached things in his own way, and I believe that confidence and self-reliance will serve him well. Here's the thing. Life will undoubtedly have its twists and turns, but I have no doubt that Justin will continue to find his footing and move forward. He has a really uncanny way of letting that. Mr. Justin Brown.
Somebody from your team up here and call things.
Kane is an exceptionally hard worker who never backs down from the challenge. Throughout his time at Carlsbad Village Academy, he has demonstrated a determination and persistence that will serve him well long after graduation. What stands out to most about Kane is his combination of intelligence and strong work ethic. Those qualities are powerful foundations for success, and I firmly believe that you can find yourself in college greatly. Kane is continuing to trust himself and moving forward. Daniel Kane. Embody the saying, big things come in small packages. You carry yourself with such a positive, powerful, and uplifting presence that has made an impact on all. What I admire most about you is your confidence, maturity, and belief in yourself. You approach life with determination, and you've never seen it intimidating. I can't wait to see what comes next. Isabella Trujillo. Graduation has not been an easy one, I'm pretty sure. Along the way, there were challenges, setbacks, and moments when the path forward was not always clear. What stands out to me, however, is that he never gave up. Whenever obstacles arose, Richard found a way to keep moving forward. Sometimes it took support, encouragement, sometimes a fresh start, but he continued to persevere. That determination is what's walking here today. It's something we should be incredibly proud of. We welcome Mr. Richard Clement. Caden is someone who has never been afraid of hard work. While earning his diploma, he built a business, developed skills as a welder, and now he's working to become a diesel mechanic. That kind of drive and determination is just really impressive to watch. What stands out most about Caden is his willingness to keep learning, keep growing, and taking on new challenges. I honestly find myself wondering what he'll accomplish next. Caden, you are a force to be reckoned with, and I truly admire everything that you've done with you. Mr. Caden Danner. It has been such an honor to work with Robert. From the moment he arrived at Carlsbad Village Academy, he made a positive impression and quickly became someone who stood out just by the way he carried himself, the way he interacted with others. Robert approaches life with maturity, character, and a quiet confidence that earns respect of those around him. I could not have been more impressed with this young man. I was actually kind of sad when he graduated early, but it's good that you're still around. Robert, you've been amazing to work with, and I look forward to seeing what's next for you. Mr. Robert Davidson.
Let's go, Robert!
Ooh, man, I was looking forward to this one. Even though our time together has been relatively short, it's been exciting to watch Brody find his footing, begin to thrive, and of course, over this last semester, I've just seen you grow tremendously. I'm so really proud of you. Brody, you have a bright future ahead of you. I still expect to get invited to band practice to hear you sing. So, watching you build your confidence and momentum has been a privilege, and now I get to finally say one of the coolest names in this graduating class, Brody Zombie Dreher. I want to welcome the next student, Ray Edelman. Skylar has never ceased to amaze me with her resilience. No matter what challenges come her way, she consistently found a way to keep moving forward and rise above them. Having had the privilege of watching her really just grow up, I've seen firsthand the strength and determination of character that she possesses. I've witnessed her greatness, and I know from the bottom of my heart that you're going to achieve. You're going to achieve more. The world's going to be a better place because of what you're going to contribute to it. Never stop believing in yourself. Skylar Fultz. What has always impressed me about Star is her ability to find her reason to smile. Even on difficult days, no matter what was going on, she had a way of bringing positive. See, her smile is contagious. It's been a joy to watch Star grow and mature during her time with us. Your kindness, your personality, and positive outlook are qualities that will carry you far in life. Miss Isabella Star Garcia. more time to finally lock in. A lot of time. Sienna's journey is a great example of that. Over time, she discovered that she's capable of doing hard things, overcoming obstacles, and finding success when she commits to a goal. My hope is that she continue to push herself. It's been a long, hard journey, but I know you can accomplish more. This is Sienna Hubner. This next young lady is just simply an amazing human being. She carries herself with maturity that is well beyond her years. She has consistently demonstrated kindness, diligence, and strength and character throughout her time at Carlsbad Village Academy. As she begins her next chapter of life, I'm confident that great things await her. Chloe, thank you for everything you've brought to our school community. Thank you for your hard work, your dedication, and most importantly, thank you for being exactly who you are. You are truly remarkable. Ms. Chloe Johnson. Okay, before writing this introduction, I went back through our text messages over this last school year. These were my text messages. And they actually made me laugh going through it. This was the tone. Where are you? Dude. Please be here on time today. Bruh, you're killing me. Are you on your way? My favorite response from Mick, he rarely responded, was, yeah, this is getting old. This happens all the time, but yes, I'm on my way. Well, Mick, you made it. You are on your way. And I could not be more proud of you. You are an amazing young man. It's been an honor to be a part of your journey. Ladies and gentlemen, the drummer of Humanicide. All right. Okay. This young man sees the world through a different lens, a creative, thoughtful, and honestly, a hilarious lens. He has a unique way of looking at life that makes people around him think, laugh, and sometimes see things from a completely different perspective. What I will always remember about Josh is that even on the days when I wasn't particularly happy with him, he could still find a way to make me laugh. That is a gift. Keep being yourself. The world needs more people who bring creativity and humor and authenticity wherever they go. Ladies and gentlemen, the lead singer of Humanicide, Joshua Levin. I really admired this next young lady. Chloe, from the first time I met her, she was a driving force behind coming to see me. She knew what she wanted, she advocated for herself, she took ownership of her future, and once she joined us, she grew and thrived in her own quiet and determined way. What stands most about Chloe is her perseverance and inner strength. When she sets her mind to something, she gets it done. Chloe, your potential is truly limitless. I cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. It's Chloe King. The path that brought Keegan to CVA was an interesting one, and over this year, I'm truly grateful that CVA was part of his journey. Over the course of this school year, I watched him grow, mature, and continue moving forward in a positive direction. Keegan, took his potential, and I had great potential, and I see much more great things ahead of him. Continue to work hard. I'm really proud of you, Mr. Keegan Montalvo. I cannot fully express how proud I am of Autumn. I've had the privilege of working with her for a really long time. She navigated her way through high school, and it's been incredible to watch her continue to grow as a person that she is today. Autumn is creative, intelligent, and a hard worker. She has so much talent and potential, and I'm excited to see where life takes her next. More than anything, I hope she continues to grow, thrive, and share her creativity. Miss Autumn Norrington. I admire so much about Summer's work ethic and her positive attitude she brings to everything she does. No matter the situation, she has a way of approaching life with optimism, kindness, and determination. Summer's creativity is beautiful to witness, and she has contributed so much to our school community. Please welcome Ms. Summer Norrington. Throughout this journey, I know you face many challenges, you carry your fair share of obstacles, yet you're persistent and continue moving forward. My hope is at the end of your time here, you can find your true potential. You have the skills, you have the intelligence, and you have the abilities. What I hope to see is in the years to come, is that probably will start running your family business. Mr. Emmanuel Ochoa. Tears, a lot of hard work, and a little help from Miss Payne to get her to this point. There were times when the road seemed overwhelming at times, and it would have been easier to give up, but she didn't. Instead, Ari dug deep, found a purpose, and kept moving forward. She put all the pieces together and earned this accomplishment through perseverance and determination. I am really grateful that we get to celebrate this milestone today. Ari, let's just be one of the many accomplishments that lie ahead for you. Because I truly believe there's much more to come. Ariana, this is right. Zoe came to Carlsbad Village Academy looking for a smaller environment that would better fit her needs. Once she got here, she just ran. She successfully balanced working with kids, taking college classes, and even finishing high school early. What impressed me most about Zoe is her focus and determination. Zoe plans to pursue a career in criminal justice, and I have no doubt she will be a positive difference. It's been a pleasure to work with her and watch her succeed. Zoe Scott. Witnessing Andrew's growth and watching him thrive is such a treat for me. He's a tremendous young man with an incredible future ahead of him. Over time, I've seen the confidence grow, his talents continue to develop, and watch him grow as a person. You have limitless potential, my friend. I truly believe great things are on the horizon. Mr. Andrew Steinberg. entire career I've had at Stevens at Carlsbad Village Academy. This is about you guys. It has been such an honor working with you, watching you grow, being still part of your family, being through so much with you. Miss you guys. So grateful to have you be part of your journey. I know great things are ahead. Miss Kylie Stevens. When Isla leaned into the work, she discovered something important. She can accomplish anything she puts her mind to. Over the course of this last year, I've watched her grow so much, and it fills me with such joy to see you standing here today. One of the things I always remember are those early morning text messages. Can you help me get to school? And as strange as it sounds, those texts were actually inspirational to me because they showed determination and a refusal to give up. Isla, keep believing in yourself because you do have what it takes. Miss Isla Tribute. I'm very optimistic about Victory's future because she knows who she is. She's grounded, she's confident, and comfortable in her own skin. And that's something to be incredibly proud of. Those qualities provide a strong foundation for whatever path you choose in life. Victory, my hope is that you continue to believe in yourself because you truly have what it takes to succeed. And honestly, your name could not fit you any better. Victory is defined by as achieving success through struggle, perseverance, and overcoming obstacles. Continue to live up to that name. Find it in your own way, because I know you can. Great things are ahead. Victory, Van Allen. Atlas takes a moment to reflect on where he has been and where he is today, I hope you realize just how remarkable this growth has been. It humbles me to know that I've had the opportunity to witness such tremendous development, perseverance, and personal growth along the way. Atlas has continually impressed me with his diligence, intelligence, and willingness to embrace hard work. He never turned away from a challenge, and I deeply respect that about him. Atlas, keep growing, keep thriving, because the greatness is ahead. And fittingly, just like your mythological namesake, you have shown an incredible ability to carry so much and keep moving forward. Atlas, give a walk. I know we've kind of gone over in time here, but it's my turn. My turn now. It's been a hard act to follow. So, graduates, trustees, families, staff, and friends. Every year, I sit down and write this speech, and every year, I struggle with finding the right words. Not because there's nothing to say, because there's so much to say about all of you. None of your stories are simple. Some of you arrived carrying things nobody else could see. Some of you came here after struggling somewhere else. Some of you were building confidence. Some of you were trying to be it. Some of you needed flexibility because life outside of school was heavy. Some days, honestly, some of you were just trying to be. Yet, that's what makes this moment. not perfection,
Well, it's
not having
like
life completely figured out,
it should be.
not some flawless point of path from point A to point B.
You could.
What makes
Just gotta
it
make sure it's
you
selected.
all of it.
So your space bar
I've
should-
always believed that I am the most fortunate principal
And didn't it say that?
because I get to
Actually
work
supposed to
with
play.
students like you. You
Is it
challenge
the
me.
last kid's name?
You humble me.
No.
You make me laugh.
Yeah.
You make
That's
me
when the
worry.
last kid exits.
You make me proud constantly.
Yeah,
People
what they
sometimes
say, oh.
misunderstand schools like ours. They think programs like Carlsbad Village Academy and Carlsbad
I
Seaside
don't get
Academy
switches
are about
or if it's
credit
not
or flexibility or second chance.
Yeah, this is
But what they
kind of
miss
why it'd be nice
is
to have
humanity,
somebody else.
resilience, the growth.
Or just like an order.
Because when I look at this class, I don't see students who are high. I see students who needed different environments to succeed. Students who needed some flexibility. Students who are balancing anxiety, pressure, family responsibilities, work, mental health, or life circumstances that others may not fully understand. I see students who kept going anyway, who adapted, who learned how to get back up,
Care for that
who
moment.
found a way forward even when the path looked different than they originally had imagined. And maybe that is the most wonderful part of all this. Not that every journey looked the same, but that every one of you kept moving forward. Today matters deeply. It's a milestone, a huge one. But this moment is not your entire story. Your story is still unfolding. There are people who you have not met yet that are going to change your life. Places you have not seen yet. Versions of yourself that you have not grown into yet. But there is still so much wonder ahead of you. And I believe that with my whole heart. Not because life suddenly gets easy after graduation. It won't. There will still be setbacks. There will still be uncertainty. There will still be moments where you doubt yourself. But there will also be moments where you can't even imagine yet. Moments of joy, purpose, connection, love, and growth. And that is why I want to share something with you today. There's a poem by Harry Baker called Wonderful that reminded me so much of this class. As I read it, I kept thinking about all of you, the wonder of who you are right now, and the wonder of who you are still becoming. So graduates, this is what I hope for you. Wonderful by Harry Baker. May you always picture where you are as where you are meant to be. May you take in your surroundings like you visited, especially. We all end up in the soil eventually. So may you carry such goodness that it nourishes for centuries. May you see life as a show, and may the entry fee be empathy. Sat front row with an empty seat for friends in need. When you're on form, be generous and spread that energy. And when you're not sure, be gentle with yourself and don't forget to plan. You need not be defined by your many feats. You're not a centipede. There is joy in doing some things terribly. May you share bruises and bruises, and may you do this tenderly. You are the most improved you there has ever been. Of all the words you'll ever hear, remember these. Life is too short to eat celery. Life is too long to feed jealousy. And life is just likely the right length to leave therapy. May you be seriously silly, may you be wickedly kind, may you be brilliantly dumb, and sometimes yet stupidly bright. May you certainly have doubts, may your weirdness be the norm, may the coolest thing about you be your charm. May you be powerfully vulnerable, or at least mightily soft. May you be a contradiction, and yet at the same time. And whether you are any, none, or all of the above all, may you know you are loved. May you understand that it's okay to change your mind. And thank you in advance for all the ways you change your mind. May you always make room for playfulness. May save your life. And trust, whatever makes your heart grow cannot be a waste of time. It may not make money. It may not even make sense. But if it makes you happy, it's worth it in the end. And it's worth it at the time, and it deserves your very best. And you're never too busy to catch your breath. just as you cannot be in traffic without being in traffic. Life is not something you are stuck in while it happens. There is more in you than you can possibly imagine. The very fact that you exist makes everything a bit more magical. When it all feels too much and there's little that you can do, may you still see the best in people, and may people include you. May one thing match the gravity of all you've ever done, this wonderful reality. Best is yet. Congratulations. Would you please face the audience? Turn around. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you the class of 2026 from Carlsbad Village Academy and Seaside Academy. Congratulations and thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Did you have to say anything that was the most chaotic one I've ever had here? Oh my god. Like all my levels are on like that.
Bob got a really good picture of him when they asked him to do this. I was like, so
That's what the other songs are. No, this. Oh, you can.